Hi, I'm actually Bob tonight, and I'm single. Haven't found a soulmate yet. I've been trying, but no luck yet. I keep having these weird experiences. So what do? I write about them. And tonight I want to tell you about the model I met at Kinko's. Even the guys that worked there were craning their necks to see her. But after a while, she finally turned around, and I wouldn't characterize her as being pretty. She was kind of cute, though. She had a nice smile and a face full of freckles. Wasn't wearing any makeup or lipstick, which I found to be attractive. I crumpled up one of my copies and I walked back to my copier and I said hi to her and I asked what she was cutting up and she said her business cards. And I said, "Oh, what do you do?" And she said, "I'm a model." And she said what kind of model she was, but I didn't understand her. And I said, "Oh, that's great." I noticed my heart was pumping a little faster. Not only was she cute, she stuck out in all the right places. However, I couldn't think of anything to say to her. And I was going to leave, but I had a sudden impulse to say something. So I said, "See you later." "Happy modeling." "Thanks," she said. And she asked me what I did, and I said I was an artist and a writer, and she said she painted landscapes sometimes. Not recently, but she'd done some, and she'd also written a play once. And I told her I was working on a long monologue. And pretty soon, me and this cute blonde were acting real friendly. And the next thing I said to her was, "What kind of modeling did you say you did?" And she said, "I'm a fetish model." And I said, "A what model?" And she told me she was a fetish model. And she said, "I'm a fetish model," so nonchalantly, as if she was just asking to be passed the salt. So it kind of threw me off. "Oh, that's nice," I said. "How do you like your job?" Which was a dumb thing for me to say, I guess, but that's what I said. And she said, "Yes, I really enjoy being naughty." And then she giggled. And I said, "Geez, being a fetish model must be kind of hard." Which was probably another dumb thing for me to say. But I seem to specialize in saying dumb things to women I'm attracted to. She said, "Yeah, it is hard, but there's pretty good parties afterwards sometimes." "Oh, is that right?" I said. And she giggled again. After I came back from the counter, she told me she was from New York, but she mostly worked in Boston now, although she lived in Vermont because she loved trees. And I, of course, told her that I really love trees too, because I do. And then I heard myself say, "Would you like to have coffee sometime?" And she gave me one of her little bubblegum pink business cards, and I noticed her phone number wasn't on it. So I asked her about that, and she said, "Why don't you just send me an email, okay?" But she did agree to having coffee. Okay, I said. I told her my name was Bob Klink, and I asked her what her name, and she said, why don't you just call me F? Oh, sure, okay, F. Hey, have a nice day. Which really sounded like a pretty corny thing to say to a fetish model, I suppose, but that's what I said. And she said it so sweetly, you too. And then she smiled at me again. Now, I was charmed, but I'm not much of a partier. I mean, having fun is not actually my idea of having fun. I'm a workaholic. So I figured I'd just forget about her when I got home. But after I got home, I pulled her cute little business card out of my pocket and I looked at it and I ran my fingers across it and I rubbed it a few times and I smelled it and it smelled so fresh. So I started up my computer and I went to her website. And then, oh God, there she was down on all fours and I felt bad for her. Because now she was zippered into a skin-tight, shiny black vinyl bodysuit. And she was wearing these incredibly high boots with incredible high heels. But most of her cute, freckled farm girl face and long strawberry blonde hair was hidden behind a shiny black, squeaky clean vinyl hood. You could manage to see her eyes through the holes in the mask, but even her eyes now seemed to be hidden behind cobalt blue contact lenses. And now peeking out from a third hole in her mask was her mouth. But not the sweet, friendly, natural, normal, next-door neighbor mouth, or the innocent farm girl lips I had encountered before. What I now saw peeking out through her slick, sleek, vinyl mouth slit was this rather defiant, fluorescent, red, orange, lipstick, smudge smear. The next day I went to my therapist. And I told her about F and how I met her and how she reminded me of a lot of other women I'd been out with before I found out she was a fetish model.